Say anything if you're ready for the big show. You know me. I'm always ready for the big show, but yeah. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to part 38 of Pokemon Sword. So last time on Pokemon Sword, we talked about the online multiplayer, about what you can do in online battles, and we even talked about Pokemon Home a little bit. You know, some little tricks to help you, transfer your Pokemon, and it's entirely free. But today, we are going to talk about what is undoubtedly the biggest feature in Pokemon Swoosh. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We are going to talk about raids. And as you can see, I'm connected to the internet. That's why you have all these, that's why you have all this lag though, but yeah. Anyway, we're finally going to talk about these, so I hope you're ready for a big old explanation. And I even brought in some special guests to help us out. You know, not people, it's just me here. But I even brought in some special guests that I've been using ever since this game even got started. Behold, Mithra, my Hydreigon, who I've had since the very beginning of Swoosh's beginnings. Driver Rex, which is my Aegislash, brought in all the way from home. And finally, my baby boy. My baby boy Togekiss. So, each of these Pokemon are very special to me because I've been using them on my team consistently ever since Swoosh got started. And I don't believe they were from like any other game at all. They were just, from Swoosh themselves. So I think I'm going to go baby boy on this one. You get to select which Pokemon that you want to. Doesn't matter if they're in your party or your PC box. But, yeah. And it's also pretty good for you to actually bring in some high-level Pokemon for the raids, because there's some things. There will be some things. But first, before we get into raids with other people, let's go with raids with other AI trainers. Alright, so let's do this. So, here's how raids work. So, how max raid battles work is you and 3 other people team up to defeat one big Dynamax Wild Pokemon. The higher their stars are, the more difficult they are. And yeah, as you can plainly see, my Togekiss is at max Dynamax level, so they're pretty damn good. Also, frick you. Yeah, you basically want to bring in your high-level Pokemon for raids at this point in time. Because pretty much everybody has been dealing in raids ever since this game's reputation began. So anyway, the way that max raid battles work is that, well, the Dynamax Pokemon has a health bar, of course. And your job is to lower it to the 0, as one would expect. However, in terms of the 3-star and above raids, or at least 2 stars and above raids, they will have a shield up whenever their attacks whenever their HP gets to about half. And what that essentially means is you have to break the shield in order to deal more damage to it. Once you break the shield, the defense stat will lower. And yeah, that's how it works here. And thank God. When its shield is up, the defenses will be pretty strong. But it matters not, because I think with that we've actually done it. And there it is. Easy raid, but one given a demonstration for. Once you have broken the Dynamax Pokemon, I guess, or once you defeated them, you have the opportunity to catch them. And yes, this can fail. So, bring your best balls. I would highly recommend Ultra Balls. Come on. Yeah, got him. Heck yeah. I already have a Tranquil anyway, but it's all well and good. And you get rewards based on the stars, based on the amount of stars that a raid has, and how powerful it is. Well, those are basically the same thing. You get EXP candies. I have 5 mediums, 1 large. But you also get something called Dynamax candies, too. You can get rare items, and you can also get TRs. And, yeah, each Pokemon has their own set of rewards. So, you might want to look in the description if you want to find out all of the things. All of the rewards, you know? So, yeah, that's basically the way that goes with AI partners. That raid was a little bit easy, though. Raids are randomly generated every day, and you'll never know what you're going to come up with. So, let's try out another one. I think that's a Gigantamax Machamp raid. So, I think we're going to go second first, same as the first with Baby Boy here. Let's actually invite some others this time, because, quite frankly, I don't particularly like the AI trainers all that much. I feel like for the most part, I get only the big support AI trainers. You know, those Pokemon that they only give as, or they use as pure support and nothing else, which is fine. But I don't really feel like they're satisfactory enough as much as, you know, bringing in some real actual people to participate in these raids. So it's, yeah, it's more fun to do this with other people and or friends. And speaking of other people and or friends, the matchmaking in, well, the searching for other people to participate in raids sucks. It really sucks. That's part of my biggest stigma when it comes to Pokemon Sword and Shield, is that the game's biggest side feature is the raids. And raids are really, really fun, especially with other people, because they can bring in their own strong Pokemon. However, the problem is that the game just can't seem to find anybody. Even if you wait like a really long time, good luck trying to find like only one person or 2 people, heck, even 3 other people. So I would really only recommend this to your friends. And even then, I don't really think it's guaranteed to join a raid because the stamp system really stinks. So I'm definitely not going to find anybody. I'm definitely not going to find anybody because it really sucks that this hasn't even been improved. And at this point, we're basically moving on to other generations of Pokemon, or to newer heights. And speaking of which, there is a, oh, I was able to join, okay. So, speaking of which, at the time of my recording this, there is a big event going on now thanks to Pokemon Day. There are Gigantamax Pikachus out there, or which I like to call Fat Chews. Well, the stamp system actually worked out for me, so maybe I can get lucky on this one. Or maybe the other person can just find, you know, only one other person, and then that'll be it. And, you know, it's fine. 3 other people is actually fine for a rate like this. Alright, let's see what you got. Behold.
P.
Behold. P. God, I love Chalk Chew so much. It's Fat Chew. Alright, so we have Gigantamax Pikachu. If you have... Ooh, one of the trainers is actually Dynamaxing. Cool. If you have save data with Let's Go Pikachu, then you'll have the opportunity to get yourself a Gigantamax Pikachu that can Gigantamax, but can't evolve. So just be aware of that. It's actually a really good thing too, because we brought in a ground type, and Pikachu is weak to ground types, being an electric type and all that. So when it comes to max moves and their super effectiveness, that'll knock down 2 portions of the shield. So that's awesome. And ooh, okay. Ooh. Yep, that's its exclusive G-Max move, Volt Crash. G-Max Volt Crash. And there it is. We all got paralyzed. Yeah, seriously. Okay. So I love this because of the sole fact that plenty of Gigantamax Pokemon were Kanto, and everybody complained about that because, you know, it was Kanto, blah, blah, blah. But the fact that they brought back Fat Chew, Fat Pikachu, it's just too good. It's just too good for this stupid planet Earth. But yeah, you see the AI partner right there that has just a Togepi? Well, meanwhile, me and my 2 other guys are just like, you know, we brought in our biggest powerful Pokemon. And, of course. And, yeah, I feel like the Pokemon that the AI uses aren't really so helpful, except for taking down shields, and that's about it. Otherwise, they're just unevolved. So I see that as a bad thing. Don't you worry about a thing if you won't be able to use items. You will be able to use items, actually. Anyway, what's really cool is that I'm dead. Okay, I should actually explain the negative side of, you know, having your Pokemon faint. So you see that storm up there? Each time a Pokemon gets knocked out, or if a battle lasts for 10 turns, I believe, then the storm will get bigger and bigger until it ejects everybody from the max raid. And that way you won't be able to get your chance at the Dynamax or Gigantamax Pokemon. So that's unfortunate. I believe, no. Yes. If you have 4 faints on your side of the battlefield, then the max raid battle ends. However, if 10 turns pass, then that's when the max raid ends. So it ends in either victory or defeat. If anybody has a Pokemon fainted, then they can cheer on. Then the person with the fainted Pokemon can cheer everybody on. It'll have various effects. And just like that, we have Dynamax Energy and Reflect Up. And what's really cool is the fact that the Dynamax Pokemon the wild Dynamax Pokemon get sometimes 3 turns in a row, which is cool. And I'm actually really, really hoping we can survive this, because it's actually really bad luck that we have everybody paralyzed. Well, everybody who's still alive paralyzed. Although we can still do this. We can still do this, though. I feel like, yep. Baby boy has a second wind. So, let's, do Dazzling Gleam. Let's do that. Ooh, almost. Okay. 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 Please. Ooh. Okay, come on. There we go. We got it. Now all that's left is to catch it. Please actually let me catch it because I really want Fat Chew. Ultra Ball. Always get in an Ultra Ball if you can. Do it. It can break out though. Ooh, yeah! Oh my god. Yes, sir. So that should give you an idea of just how good these are. Like, look at that. You got Experience Candies XLs, which are the highest variety possible. Dynamax Candies, you get Armorite Ore for the expansion pass and Dynite Armor Ore too. You can get vitamins. I got a rare candy, a big nugget, a comet shard, and a bomb mushroom. Okay. Awesome. I don't really want to give this Pikachu a nickname, but I can check out its summary though. So, oh, I got a light ball. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. And this one can Gigantamax. I don't think it can evolve though, but again, it matters not. We'll send it to a box as is. I mean, I already did get that one from the mystery gift that basically ended a long time ago, but was very fortunate enough to catch as it was going along, but there we go. Let's see if I can get lucky again with one more, because this is going pretty cool. Well, I don't want to just do, you know, Gigantamax Pikachu all over again. Let me see if I can try to find an actual raid to do around here. If you want to go for the actual raids, then you want to look for Pokemon dens that have pillars of red light gushing out of them. That's when you know when you have a raid. And once again, these are randomly generated every day. They can either contain a Dynamax Pokemon or Incredible Lag, or a Gigantamax Pokemon. I should probably mention that, well, given the fact that we'd seen Gigantamax Pikachu just now, that the Gigantamax Pokemon aren't exclusive to just Galar's selection of Pokemon. Some of Kanto's Pokemon actually did get Gigantamax form. In fact, there are plenty of Gigantamax Pokemon that we have yet to see. However, I don't think we actually do have the ability to witness any one of these, or at least one, because of the sole fact that I think that certain Gigantamax Pokemon was event only. If I'm wrong, something will, you know, go on screen right now, but otherwise, that Gigantamax Pokemon that I was talking about is Meowth. Yeah, Meowth is one of the Pokemon that can Gigantamax, except I think it was an event distribution. And that's actually the source of, ooh, we found another one actually. Cool. If I find 3 other people, then okay. All right. Okay. This is actually working. This game's actually working for once. It's weird because I've had, like, horrible luck trying to get people to join in with raids. But apparently I'm having, like, really good luck now. Like, how is this? Okay. 3 in a row. That's 3 in a row with one finding with me finding one with the stamps, and another one with just finding out raids in general. Okay, that's 2 in a row actually. But anyway, yeah, back to Gigantamax Meowth. If you look at this thing, its body is, like, long. And the other distinct feature is that, remember how I said that Pikachu and Eevee were 2 of the 3 Pokemon to actually have a voice. Well, sure enough, Gigantamax Meowth is also one of those Pokemon to have a voice. And believe it or not, Gigantamax Meowth is voiced by the same person who does Meowth's voice in the Japanese version of the anime. So, that's cool. That's pretty cool that they would actually bring in actors from the anime to do this. But yeah, now we get to bring in Mithra, my Hydreigon, which is actually turning out to be my favorite Pokemon because I freaking love Hydreigon, dude. It's so good. Yeah, it's really, I don't know. It's just like burning jealousy. Okay. I don't know, like, Hydreigon is just like one of those Pokemon that I really, really adore, despite its flaws in its debut region. Like, you've had its first evolved form, right? Which is a Spylus, or not Spylus, Dino. Yes, Dino. And it evolves like really, really late, like at level 50 or something. So that was like strike 1. Strike 2 was the fact that Spylus, its middle evolution, evolved at level 64. And finally, yeah, that was, well, not really finally, but, well, actually, yeah. Well, finally, in its debut appearance in Pokemon Black and White, by the time you got to Hydreigon, it was too late, and you were already near the very end of the post-game content in Black and White, which is very sad, but, you know, I didn't care. I love this thing. I freaking love Hydreigon so much, dude. It's like a freaking 3-headed dragon, and its hands are its heads. It's just like, it's just so awesome. It's my favorite dragon type. And I don't care. It's just too good for this world, and it's a really good mixed attacker. So, yeah, that's 2 things going for it. So for max raids, for these max raids, oh my god, what the heck, dude? It must have like a life orb or something like that, or toxic orb or whatever, because it's doing like loads of damage. Or maybe it's just like a life orb, I don't know, but point is, like, Flareon is doing like serious damage. Alright, so grassy terrain is really helping out with the healing. And yeah, once again, the AI just kind of stinks because you don't have fully evolved Pokemon on your side. Okay, let's do... Yeah, we're just gonna keep on doing this. We only have 1 turn left for Dynamaxing, and even if we did run out, we still won. So when the shield breaks, it will lose some of its HP. So that basically means we're all done. Pro tips for all of you trying to get this thing. Pro tips. When catching it, try to use... Wait, do I have Nest Balls? Yes, I do. Try to use the best Pokeballs, mainly Ultra Balls, first of all, because those have the highest catch rate. If you're doing this at night, then Dusk Balls definitely help out too. And bring in your highest level Pokemon and make sure that they have an advantage. Because super effective hits will always do you good, especially when it comes to the max moves. Those break down 2 portions of the shield, and you can, yes, you can do that. We got the TRs for Poison Jab, Sludge Bomb, and Venom Drench. And we got a Star Piece, Palmeg Berry, another rare candy, Dynamax Candies, XL, and Ls. Unfortunately, we already have a Vileplume, so that's a thing. 5-star raids always yield out the best prizes, so make sure you do as plenty of them as you possibly can. And their Dynamax levels will almost always be at max. So that's awesome. But yeah, that's just basically a good old taste of what max raid battles are like, because they are really fun. They are really fun when the online actually works. Like, I was lucky tonight. I was very lucky tonight to actually get myself into 3 raids, well, 2 online raids in a row with randoms. The first one was just purely a demonstration. And, yes, I'll do the Watts, yes. 2 big pearls, all right. And, yeah, they're just really fun to do. And when the online works, it really works. It's just that I felt like, for my experience at least, well, that's probably before I switched to an Ethernet adapter. I'm not really sure if that helps out, but it probably does, since it is the most recommended to get the most out of your Nintendo Switch online experience. More often than not, I don't really have that much luck in terms of getting into raids online. And for the very short time that this game was out and conventions were a thing, good luck trying to join raids via local communication, because you can't do it. You just can't. Yeah, I mean, for real, you really couldn't do that. Like, there was like a Gigantamax Charizard raid going on at MagFest, during MagFest 2020. You know, again, the year that everything went to hell. And there were plenty of people on there, and I was one of those people who tried to get in for about 5 minutes before, who tried to get in for 5 minutes straight before deciding to quit. Because there was just, well, too much interference, which, you know, it's understandable. A lot of people were on their Switches, so wireless interference was a thing, and people had their freaking phones out. So that might be a thing, but, you know, I just wish that the local communication at least would have been a little bit better, I'm just saying. So apparently I got in on a good day, though. I got into online raids on a good day. Definitely. Now you're probably thinking, what the heck are Dynamax candies? Well, the answer is simple. So, with Dynamax candies, when consumed, it'll raise the Dynamax Pokemon of a single level up by 1. A higher level means higher HP when Dynamaxed. So, these are purely for raising the HP of a Dynamax Pokemon. Well, 6 divided by... Nah, I'm not going to go for that, actually. Okay, so, yeah, the experience... But yeah, also the fact that max raids give out experience candies. That, again, you might have to farm for, like, these rare candies and experience candies. But that's also a really good way to eliminate grinding. Like, effectively. I mean, you're technically grinding on max raid battles, but... Yeah, but... The fact that you yield such good results, especially from 5-star raids, is really... It's really good, and I feel like it's worth it. I feel like it's very much worth it in the end. And, yeah, I just think it's cool. Max raids are cool when they work. Just don't do them with the AI, because... The AI don't really use fully evolved Pokemon, especially for the higher level raids. Just go with online or with friends. I'm trying to find an empty den. Here it is one. So if you find an empty den like this one, don't worry, because you can use a wishing piece, if you have one, to throw into the den to attract a Dynamax Wild Pokemon. Of course, it will be random every time. So, there you go. You have a Dynamax Ninjask. Not really. Not going to go for that. So, yeah, that's basically all to the Dynamax stuff, or the max raid battles. Again, I feel like this is the game's biggest side feature, and yet the stamp system just kind of blows when it's not working. Like, really, really blows. In fact, I'm going to actually give 8 Dynamax candies to Hot Buns. He deserves it. But yeah, when the online actually works, max raid battles are really fun, especially when there's an event going on. And you get special rewards based on the events. Of course, I've always let you know whenever there's big max raid battle events going on. So anyone who is playing along can experience these for yourself, even if these videos are basically like much out of date at this point. You can find you can buy wishing pieces for 3,000 watts, by the way. So they aren't just random items; they're items that you can buy. Ooh, TR for Thunderbolt, though. Ooh, that's actually kind of tempting. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we're going for it. Heck yeah. I probably should have gone over to plenty more wishing dens to get more watts, because I do want to pay a visit to the digging duo actually before we end things. Just to see if we can finally get those other halves of the fossils. Because I really want to just go for it, you know? Alright, let's see. What do you got for me, sir? A rare bone. Another rare bone. Moonstone. Moonstone. Nope. Star piece. Shiny stone. Come on, one more shot. Heat rock. Heartstone. Ice stone. Dust stone. Nay. Unless there's a glowing den nearby, because that yields 300 watts every time. Come on, man. Come on. I really want this. Bag of Stardust. Heartstone. Come on. Give me that good. Come on. Dust Stone. Really? Fudge Pops. God. All right. Well, I suppose that luck runs out sometime. All right. So with that, that's everything that I wanted to talk about with max raid battles. Again, a very fun side feature when the online actually works. Of course, you don't need to be online in order to participate in them. But if you want to be online for it, then you need a Nintendo Switch Online account. So anyways, next time on Pokemon Sword, we're not done with talking about side things just yet, but we are almost done with it. So we're going to talk about some few extra things before we're all done with talking about some side stuff. So with that, I will indeed see you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and give me all them watts.